All right, Virgo, you and Leo this week. Beautiful polls. Beautiful. So from Lee Vampire, you pulled natural, which I love it when you pull this one. Authentic, real, and organic. And then from Chakra Wisdom, you pulled miracle. Now, definitely it could be said that there's a miracle happening in your life that's bringing you back to a more natural state, right? When you're looking at natural, the material does not define you, right? It's needing to get back to, your true self. But both of these are really about integrity and authenticity, and being a little bit more authentic to yourself. And then in turn, you're being like a light for others, creating miracles for others. You're like a beacon for them, but only when you get back to a more natural state. All right, Virgo. Here's your overall for the week. Ugh. Why? No. It always bothers me when I see the Nine of Swords for you guys. So definitely overthinking things. Hopefully, it's all about getting out of your head right now. Despair, regret, overthinking. I don't like that this is the overall, because I look at this and I think, okay, so no matter what is happening, it may affect what you have around you right now because you're not thinking right. But we'll see. Oh, shit. All right. So in the past, the Two of Cups. So possibly talking about a relationship here. Doesn't have to be romantic with the Two of Cups, but we'll see how this is playing out here. But right now, it's like, if you're talking about a connection with somebody and you seeing eye to eye with them with the Nine of Swords, it's not happening. And there may be, some regret over actions that were taken though too. I don't know. That one bothers me. Now, what worries me on this is if you have the Ace of Pentacles in the present moment and you're looking at a relationship and possibly a new start to a relationship, something that's going to be better and long lasting, why is it that right now the way that you're thinking about it is not on the right track, And then I also feel like though too, that somebody put this on you. The way that you're thinking right now may be because of the actions of somebody else. But with the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, you're talking about an opportunity for a better relationship, partnership. But that Nine of Swords is like a taint. All right. Future conditions, justice. Now, is this about you needing to correct some actions here, or are you looking for things to be fair before, that opportunity is fully taken advantage of? With justice, it's not just, other people needing to be accountable for what they did, but, there's also your accountability in what happened, right? Justice for all. But I look at this with the Nine of Swords and I think, why is it that this just doesn't seem right? There's an opportunity for a better connection, absolutely. But, there may have been things done that were wrong that need to be fixed. And you may be torturing yourself right now thinking, do I just go ahead and do this and accept it for what it is? Or, do I need to have things fixed first, because I'm still looking at that Ace of Pentacles and thinking that's perfect, right? But if you're not able to get there, it may be because, you can't just go ahead and jump into this without things being worked out, And then not only that, but is this the right thing for you to do though, too? Now, with the justice being in future conditions, we could definitely be talking about a possible divorce or separation though, too. Your best path to follow, the Six of Pentacles. Now, and you've got the minor to the major. Right next to each other. Things definitely need to be a little bit more fair and balanced here, but you have to be willing to give, though, too. I don't necessarily feel like this is about you needing to accept help. I think it's about, you needing to be willing to put in your part, to make a partnership or a relationship work here. But it has to be met equally, though, too. you know? Man. In your environment, the Four of Wands, this to me really feels like this is about a reconnection where there is still a lot of difficult thoughts surrounding a relationship. But looking at the Four of Wands in your environment connected to the Ace of Pentacles, it's perfect, right? Because, you know, this is about getting to a place of stability. And then you looking at that with the Two of Cups, you know, this is a reason to celebrate a connection. You know, and then you have like, you know, this whole feeling of like marriage and divorce kind of pull going on. You know, but with the Four of Wands, right, building a life with somebody. And I think it's there. And I do think that the opportunity is there, but something has to be corrected first. You know, especially with you being in that state of like mental torture, right? Oh, your hopes and your fears, the Moon. All right. What is, I look at this and I think, what is it about this that has you like so caught up in your mind and not seeing it clearly or looking at it in a distorted way? Is it real? That's what I'm getting. Is it real? Is it even real? Not the relationship, but what you're thinking about. You know, looking definitely at things in a distorted way here. You know, and hoping to see your way through the dark and get some clarity. But this is really what the subconscious mind is doing to you right now. It's all the fears that are being like brought up in a way that's like just, oh man, the feeling around the Nine of Swords is just rough. It's rough. But the thing is that the opportunity that's in front of you is perfect. You know, but I still kind of go back to this feeling, though, of needing to be met halfway with the Six of Pentacles here, especially with justice being future conditions. Something needs to be fixed. Somebody's got to fix something here. You know, and if you're regretting an action that was taken, it's okay. Like, it's okay. I mean, those things can be amended. You know, but with the Moon there, I still think that some of you are looking at this like, you know, is it even real? Is it even a real possibility here? And then coming out the Star, if that's not perfect. Okay, so, yeah. You know, but this to me is like looking at the bigger picture, right? Because if you're looking at the Star after the Tower, it's looking at, you know, the things that you've wanted, right? And seeing that it's possible, you know? And definitely doing some healing coming out of this, which is great, but only after things have been corrected, though, with justice. So, you know, and I don't really see death as a bad thing coming out, not in connection to the Star, but looking at these two, it just points out the difficulty. So with the Ten of Wands, right, being overwhelmed by, you know, the things that may have happened or the way that you are overthinking about a relationship here, building a life with somebody, reaching a place of stability. There is an opportunity for this. But, you know, you may have other responsibilities that are weighing on you. There's so much going on, things that need to be fixed, right? And then I look at this and think, you know, are you overthinking and looking at this as being a potential disappointment? You know, but again, we're looking at the Stars. So these things are being corrected and healed right now. And then you have death. That to me is basically saying that, you know, once this situation is fixed with this relationship, whatever wrongs there were, it'll be over with for good. But, you know, it's leading to change, right? But there needs to be some acceptance, though, too. And I say that because of the Nine of Swords being there. But I don't see it as a bad thing, not in connection to the Star. Because once that's over, it's not going to happen again. Right? Not with death being there. Whatever it is that you have going on in a relationship right now, man, the way that you're thinking is not good, you know, but whatever it is that caused that, looking at the Star and justice, like I said, it's going to be fixed. It's going to create more healing, more balance, more hope. And I think that, the feelings of disappointment are going to be over and done with for good, because I look at the moon and I think this is all what is happening within your mind right now. The subconscious is like bringing up all of those fears, all of those anxieties, so you can clear it out once and for all. Especially when it comes to a relationship where there may have been difficulties. But then I also feel like for some of you, you're in transition big time here between ending one situation and moving into another. But you need to have equality big time here with the Six of Pentacles, because clearly it's about you and another person and the connection that you have. But I think that you need to be willing to give, though, to give a little bit more to the possibility here of things going in a better direction. All right, let's take a look at the soul trees and then flourish. And I love it. I think it's perfect. So, needing to listen to that inner wisdom and that guidance, right? And this isn't about inner guidance. This is about what you're being guided to do. You're being guided to flourish here, especially when it comes to a relationship, right? But wisdom is needed rather than, being in that place of overthinking things. There's wisdom in the guidance that is coming to you, and it is going to help you flourish. It's perfect. All right, let's take a look at Whispers of Love. And then honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. So this to me is needing to speak up and, tell somebody to slow down, because you need to slow down, right? But honesty and being truthful in relationships is, the best way to go, right? But I look at this and think, yeah, you just need to be honest with whoever you're dealing with, that things need to slow down here. But it's not bad, Virgo. It's not bad at all. It's just that the way that you're thinking, though, is what gets me on this. Like I said, with the Nine of Swords, it kind of puts a taint on everything. But looking at the moon as far as hopes and fears, I think it's your own mind that is just getting way ahead of you right now. But I do think that for some of you, you are in this transition phase though too. But once it's over for good. There's not going to be that disappointment. There's not going to be those burdens anymore. You're going to get to actually realize what you've wanted all along. All right, Virgo. So I do think that your fears and anxieties are playing on you big time. And, it could be said that for Virgo, their natural state is to overanalyze everything. But I think that this is something that was done to you that brought you to this place of fearing things and overthinking, and looking at an opportunity here for things to go better in a relationship in a way where you're questioning whether it's real or not. But I do think that this is all three of these are beautiful. They're perfect. There is going to be a new beginning within a relationship, but whatever was done that was wrong, especially with the Nine of Swords being here, with justice, it's going to be corrected. But then, like I said, I do think that some of you are transitioning. You're transitioning from, possibly one relationship to another. It's like divorce and marriage, almost. But I look more so at this as whatever was wrong before is going to be fixed. But I do think that there are still a lot of fears and anxieties surrounding a possible connection, relationship, business partnership, whatever the relationship is here. But clearly this is about you and another person. Now, again, with the Six of Pentacles, there needs to be, you need to meet me halfway here. Right, before you're willing to give anything. But I do think that there is a need for you to start giving. Whether that's coming out of your mind and speaking up, or, needing to meet the other person halfway. But I feel like that's more so about you looking at it and going, I need to see something first before I give you anything. Which is understandable considering the fact that you're looking at the Nine of Swords and the damn moon. Right? But now coming out with the Star, if that's not the perfect way to come out of this, but the clarifiers to me, it's like, okay, so, you know, being overwhelmed, having other responsibilities, which kind of brings me back to the transition feeling, but whatever has been weighing on you, right? Whatever disappointments have been weighing on you, those things are going to be healed. You know, and you get to move into a place here where once it's over, it's over. You know, it's not something that's going to ever happen again, which is a good thing. I don't see death as, you know, finality here with the situation. I think it's the finality of circumstances that led you to this place of, you know, being in a negative spot where, you know, you're thinking badly about everything and letting your fears take hold. You know, and again, right, like once you go back to that natural state, you know, and really back to who you are here and thinking clearly, that's where, you know, the miracles start to come in here. But it's also about being authentic, integrity to yourself, right? But your thoughts are not authentic right now. But like I said, I feel like it was put on you. Now, looking at these, the wisdom of the guidance that's being sent your way is going to help you flourish, right? But you have to see that. You have to think clearly about what is happening. And as far as relationships, you know, honesty, right? Needing to have honesty, but then needing to have things kind of slow down. You know, I don't see this as a bad thing. I just think that whatever has happened to you or whatever somebody may have said that got you thinking in that way, it's going to be fixed. It's going to be over once it's done, but it leads to the star. So, you know, looking at things in a much bigger way now and understanding that, first of all, you deserve better, but then also looking at it and seeing that you can actually have what you've always wanted.